222. Okay, so let's have a quick look and see what this is like. Hi, welcome to a quick live stream. This is a live stream for testing out a new microphone. Well, it's a microphone that has been out for a little while, but it has won the Mic of the Year at NAMM this year, the TEC. And this is the Aston microphone called Stealth. And Stealth is a very clever microphone. As you can see, if I just put my hand there so you can see it all, it's quite monolithic in size, and you can hear me talking. And I just want to say this is basically a very clever microphone. It's got 4 voices, and I'll go into that in a second. But what this does is it has no shock mount, so you don't actually have a cage around it or anything like that. And what this has is a XLR going out. It's going into my audio interface, which is my Focusrite 2i2. And this has active voices, which has basically almost like a pre-gain built in, almost like a booster built in. Now, why would you want that? The reason you want that is because you can then have these different voices. It's basically like changing the EQ for your voice. So this is on what we call V1. There's also V2, there's G for guitar, and there's D, which is dark mode. And the really weird thing is when you plug like a SM58 into the Focusrite 2i2, you have to turn obviously the gain up, and I normally end up turning the gain up around about sort of like between a third and a half to get a good signal going into it. On the Focusrite right now, it's on pretty much 0. This has a 50 dB gain. Now, if you know what that means, this is really, really loud. And I don't have to talk like loud for this to happen. It just happens. So I'm going to be doing a full review of this microphone on my YouTube channel. So if you're not familiar with me being on YouTube, it's youtube.com/JohnPaulMusicUK. As I am currently restreaming, I'm streaming to YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitch, and also one other place as well. And I want to just show this off because it is pretty cool. It's got a really unique mic like stand that you kind of like little adapter. It's just a little pencil thing that goes in. It's like a key, and you pull it, and that's it. It's done. And then the XLR goes in there, and I'm just going to change the voices and just see how this sounds on the stream. I don't know if it'll sound any different on the stream or not, because some streams do compress. We've found that out now, that they compress the audio. I am currently streaming out 44.1 kilohertz, but on 192. But for those who know what that means, yeah. So there's a little. I don't know if you can see that there. There's a little purple light. You see that little purple light? It's a little purple light there, just to say that it's active and it's on. And this is on V1, which is meant for predominantly male or deeper voices. I'm going to switch it over to V2. You will hear a bump or a click. I'm just warning you now. And there we go, that's now on V2, and this is designed for a lighter voice, maybe a female voice or a higher voice. You can hear the difference in frequency. I'm now going to go over to the next one. Now, I shouldn't be really talking into the next one. This one is for guitar, and it's meant for both electric guitar, but also for nylon, steel acoustics, anything like that. You're going to hear another bump. There we go. So this one is for guitar, and I have to go a little bit closer just to get the same kind of volume. I think it kind of pushes a couple of the frequencies back. And then the last one is called D, and it's dark. And the idea of dark is it's meant to emulate almost like a old ribbon microphone. And let's just go to D now. Again, you're going to hear a bump. And then that is a dark. Now, there are certain situations you'd use this for the D mode, but predominantly for talking, you'd probably go on to V1 or V2, depending on your style of your voice. So I'm going to flick it back over to V1 now. Sorry for the clicks, if you can hear that. And yeah, just being able to use this like this. Now, the really clever thing is, well, the thing that this needs for the V1, V2, G, and D to work is 48 volts. So it needs phantom power. But the really clever thing is this can work without phantom power. It can completely bypass that and then you can use this where it takes the 50 dB out, but then you turn it up on your Focusrite or turn it up on your audio interface, and then you can use it for anything. So you could use it for screaming guitars, screaming vocals. You could obviously pull back a little bit, but you could use it like pretty much like a stage mic, which is kind of unrivaled, really. I know you've got microphones out there like the Shure SM7B. You've got other microphones out there that are like for podcasting and gaming and things like that. This would be perfect for things like gaming, because if you angled it, like, so if I put it there, the computer, and I'm on practically zero on the Focusrite right now. If I turn this up just a little bit and then put a little bit of compression on it, it would work really, really well. So let me just turn off the 48 volts, and then I'm going to turn it up on the Focusrite, and then you can hear the difference. Okay, so that is now completely passive. Obviously, it's not accentuating any of the EQ or anything like that at all. Give me one sec. Now, there we go. That's a little bit better. So now I've gone completely the other way. So the Focusrite was practically on zero, just a little bit off zero. I'm practically now on 10. The 50 dB is such a big swing. I'm going to be doing a full review of this mic, but I was just really excited to actually get this up and running. So just so for those who have looked at streaming and looking at streaming for musicians, this is going into the Focusrite. I'm actually going through on my computer to OBS, and then we're going through restream.io, so we can pump this out to all the different places. If you do have any comments, obviously put them in the comment section below, and then if you've got any questions for me to answer for this microphone, please let me know, and I'm going to be doing the review over the next week. I'm going to be getting used to it and grabbing the guitar and grabbing a couple of bits and bobs and doing some recordings. So if you want to get those questions answered about the Aston Mic Stealth, this is the named #1 mic for 2020 from the NAMM Tech. So if you want to ask about the #1 mic that's out right now, then ask me the question, and then what I'll do is I will try and answer it in the tech review. Thank you very much for watching. This was just a short restream or stream. I don't know what to say, restream or stream now, because we stream to lots of different places. Just a short stream. I just wanted to basically get this out just so we could hear the difference. Now, before I go, I'm going to put it back onto V1. 222, there we go. It does this really weird noise when I put the phantom power back on. I want to sample it. It sounds like a really cool noise. If you have got any questions about that whatsoever, then please let me know either in the chat, or if you please let me know in the comments. Main places I stream obviously is YouTube and Facebook and Twitch. So if you do want to actually ask a question in any of those forms, then please do so, and we'll just have a quick look. How much is it? I just got asked how much is it. So if you look at the range of something like the Shure SM7B, then the mic is obviously a premium microphone. So you are looking, if you go to astonmics.com, I'm not sponsored by them, by the way. It's just basically where I got the product. But if you go to astonmics.com, the Stealth in the UK is £299. US it's $379, and then Europe it's $339. Now, a couple of things to be aware of before you go, oh, that's too much money. Think about this. This has a basically like is it called a FET head or a cloud, basically built in. That's one. Number two, it doesn't need a shock mount. Shock mount's actually built in as well. So if I tap on the table, I mean, that's my nails. I mean, if I tap on the table, if I tap on the mic stand, you will hear it. Now, you could get an extra shock mount, but yeah. And then obviously, I'm going to talk 90 degrees away. So 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2. So the rejection, the actual audio rejection is quite good. And the idea behind this is basically it's a cardioid mic for studio, but also it's a live mic. Like, that's crazy. And really, really clever. So yeah, I mean, it's a NAMM award-winning mic, so I had to check it out. I had to. It's like the mic to check out for 2020, and I just wanted to have a quick look at it. But I'm going to do a full review, which will be on my YouTube channel soon. So if you do have any more questions regarding like the frequency range or what you could do, if I don't answer it in obviously the video, then you can put it in comments underneath. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.